Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Now, this deep dive is brought to you by ProCare Hanoi. They're the phone and laptop repair shop that the expat community here really trusts. Think fast service, clear communication, and, importantly, honest advice. Exactly what you need when your tech decides to, well, act up.
And, putting these deep dives together is definitely a labor of love. So if you found any value in what we share, your support would be amazing. Buy me coffee is super simple, just a way to say thanks. Honestly, every single coffee helps keep this going. You can scan the QR code in the podcast cover art.
Yeah, it really does help. And a huge thanks to everyone who's already chipped in. You're awesome.
It's really appreciated.
Okay, so today we're looking at something, well, some people call it the most powerful, yet maybe the smallest space in our whole human experience. We're talking about that tiny, tiny sliver of time, right between something happening to you and then, well, how you react, what comes next.
Exactly. And in mindfulness terms, that space, that gap, is known as the pause. And it's not just sitting there doing nothing. It's an active tool.
Active how?
Well, it's seen as transformative because it literally holds our power to choose, say, calm instead of chaos, or clarity over that knee-jerk confusion.
Okay, I like that. Clarity over confusion. So our mission today for you listening is to kind of unpack this, give you a shortcut maybe to using this pause.
Yeah, we'll dig into the wisdom behind it, where the idea comes from, philosophically why it works, and crucially, exactly how you can start using it, like today. In those moments that usually, get under your skin.
Let's get into why we even need this, because isn't reacting instantly just normal?
It is. That's the default setting, right?
Yeah.
Our brains are wired for speed, for survival,
Yeah.
not always for thoughtful responses.
Right. Think about it. You get a text that annoys you, or a frustrating email lands in your inbox. Maybe someone cuts you off in traffic.
Instantly, your system floods with stress hormones. Fight or flight kicks in.
And the result, so often it's regret. That feeling later of, I wish I'd just taken a second.
That's exactly what mindfulness and this pause gives back to you. It's not about being weak or slow. It's actually a sign of wisdom, of control.
So it's like the breath that stops anger turning into words you can't take back.
Precisely. Or the silence that lets you process confusion instead of just reacting to it. It gives wisdom a chance to step in.
Okay, but I wonder, if I pause when I'm really angry, am I just stuffing it down, suppressing it? Won't it just explode later?
That's a really common concern and a fair one. But there's a key difference. The pause, done right, isn't suppression. It's more like navigation.
Navigation.
Yeah. Suppression is like shoving the feeling in a closet and slamming the door. The pause opens the door just enough to look at the feeling and say, okay, I see you're here, anger, but I don't have to let you drive the car right now. It's about acknowledging, not ignoring.
Okay. Acknowledging, not acting on it immediately. That makes sense.
It's emotional maturity in action, really.
Let's ground this a bit more. There's a really powerful philosophical idea behind this, isn't there? It comes from some pretty intense circumstances.
Absolutely. The most famous articulation of this comes from Viktor Frankl, the psychiatrist who survived the Holocaust. His experience really solidified this concept.
Yeah, Frankl's work, logotherapy, it provides this incredible framework for understanding our sort of fundamental freedom, even when everything else is gone.
It really does. It's not just feel-good advice. It digs deep into what it means to be human and to choose our path.
The quote itself is just foundational. We should probably read it carefully. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom.
Just think about that for a moment. Between stimulus and response,
Yeah.
that gap, in that space is our power.
Our power to choose.
Exactly. And in that response lies our growth and our freedom. It's incredibly radical when you consider where Frankl was coming from, when literally everything external can be taken away, your health, your dignity, everything.
What's left?
Only that inner space. The ability to choose how you relate to what's happening to you. That's the pause in its most profound form. It's proof that our core agency, our ability to choose our attitude, remains no matter what.
But, okay, how does surviving something so extreme translate to, my inbox blowing up or dealing with a difficult colleague? The scale feels worlds apart.
That's the amazing thing. The mechanism is identical. Frankl showed that whether the stimulus is horrific cruelty or just like a passive-aggressive comment, both are external forces trying to dictate your internal state. When you pause, you're basically saying, nope, My internal state, my values, my chosen response, that's what guides me, not your trigger.
So you're taking back control of your own trajectory, not letting the impulse just drag you along.
You got it. You stand in that space, that pause, and you actively choose where you go next. Guided by intention, not just instinct.
Okay, so the importance is clear. Life-changing stuff, potentially. But the how is still tricky, right? Adrenaline hits, the red mist descends. How do you actually find that space when you're feeling overwhelmed or triggered? We need more than just the philosophy. We need a technique.
Absolutely. Theory's great, but we need practice. And it's actually surprisingly simple. We often call it the one-breath pause. But let's add a little cognitive layer to make it even more effective.
I'm ready. What's the first step?
The very first step, when you feel that impulse, that heat rising, that tension, that urge to snap, is just stop. Stop everything. Don't move. Don't type. Don't speak. Just freeze for a second.
Okay, stop.
Then take one single, slow, conscious breath. In through your nose, feel the air, fill your lungs, and then slowly out through your mouth. That one breath does something physiologically. It interrupts the stress response just enough.
It buys you that crucial second we talked about.
Exactly. It buys you cognitive time. And in that time, this is the deeper dive part, you ask yourself really quickly 3 internal questions.
Okay, what are they?
First, what am I feeling right now? Just name it. Is it anger, fear, impatience, frustration? Just label it.
Okay, name the feeling. Got it.
Second, what is my intention here? What do I actually want the outcome of this situation to be? Maybe my intention is to be professional or patient or understanding or kind. What's the goal?
Right. What's my higher goal, not just my immediate urge?
Precisely. And third, the crucial link. Does my impulsive reaction serve that intention? Will snapping back help me be professional? Will shouting help me be patient? Usually the answer is a pretty clear no.
That connects the feeling to the goal. It reframes it completely. It's not just about not reacting badly.
It's about actively choosing an action that aligns with who you want to be, with your values in that moment. It turns that automatic reaction into a conscious, chosen response.
So the feeling might still be there, the anger, the frustration.
Oh yeah, the pause doesn't magically erase emotions. It just ensures that wisdom, your wiser self, gets to speak before the impulse takes over. It guarantees that intention gets a seat at the table.
I really like that focus on intention. And it makes it clear this is a skill, something you gotta practice. It's not a one-and-done fix.
Definitely not. And the sources really emphasize that it's the stacking of these small moments, these tiny, conscious choices, that leads to the big shifts in your life.
Like mindfulness in motion, right?
Right.
Taking it off the meditation cushion and into the messy reality of life.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
It's the parent feeling that surge of frustration when, I don't know, the kids spill juice again.
Yep, been there.
But instead of yelling, they take that one breath, they pause, they choose empathy, or at least patience, instead of eruption.
Or maybe a leader gets some really tough feedback instead of instantly getting defensive.
Right. They pause. They choose to actually listen, to try and understand the other perspective, even if it stings a little.
Those seem like small things, but they probably change the whole dynamic of relationships, of workplaces.
Huge ripple effects. And interestingly, you see this principle in action in places where precision and care are absolutely vital. Like think about our sponsor, ProCare Hanoi.
Repairing delicate tech, yeah. You can't rush that.
You absolutely cannot rush it. Rushing, often driven by internal impatience or maybe external pressure, just leads to mistakes. It's the enemy of quality work.
So how does the pause fit in there?
Well, before every single repair, their team consciously pauses. They double-check the diagnosis. They listen really carefully to make sure they understand exactly what the customer needs. Then they proceed with intention. Their whole process embodies patience before precision.
Patience before precision. I like that.
That little delay, that moment of checking in before acting, it's what ensures quality. And it's the same whether you're handling, a fragile phone screen or a fragile conversation.
That really makes the connection clear. The pause isn't just for inner peace, it's actually a practical tool for quality outcomes in anything we do.
It really is. It ensures your actions are grounded and intentional, not just scattered and reactive.
Okay, so final piece. How do we make this a real habit? Something that actually kicks in when we're stressed, not just something we remember when we're calm.
Great question. My key piece of advice would be, don't just practice the pause when you feel bad. Practice it whenever you feel any strong emotion.
Even positive ones, like excitement.
Especially positive ones sometimes. Think about it. Intense excitement or overwhelm can lead to impulsive decisions just as easily as anger can. You might agree to something too quickly or overpromise.
Never thought of it that way.
So any strong feeling is the trigger.
Use it as your universal cue. Strong emotion hits positive or negative. That's your signal. Stop, breathe, ask those 3 questions. Give yourself, as you put it earlier, that dignity of a second to choose.
Name the feeling, check the intention, see if the impulse matches.
Exactly. And doing that consistently helps you practice what psychologists call self-distancing. You start to see the emotion without being totally consumed by it. You realize, okay, I feel angry, but I am not the anger. I'm the one observing it.
It's like that pause creates a little space between you and the feeling itself. It's like a doorway, as you said. Each time a trigger happens, you're standing at that door. Do you barge through into reaction? Or do you pause, take a breath, use those questions, and consciously walk through into awareness?
And I guess the more you practice walking through the awareness door,
The wider it opens. Eventually, what used to be an instant trigger starts to become an almost automatic cue to pause. The impulse to pause becomes stronger than the impulse to react. That tiny space transforms into this quiet zone of inner freedom and strength.
wow. So the pause really is this small, but you could say sacred space. It's where you get to meet yourself, your intentional self, before the world, where your own habits rush in and dictate things.
Beautifully put. It's your moment to choose who you want to be in response to what's happening.
So for everyone listening today, may you find that quiet second, that gentle, powerful space between what happens and how you choose to be.
Find that space. It's always there.
Thank you for joining us for this deep dive. And one final thank you to our sponsor, ProCare Hanoi, where mindfulness, care, and that essential pause for integrity guide every repair, every connection, every single day.